pleasant day to all my subscribers, my viewers, the obedient family, active citizens, and Nigerians. Thank you for joining me once again. Now, let me quickly start by setting the record straight. This is a government critic / political channel. For those that are thinking I'm going to be doing otherwise or bringing in some other kind of contents, please, I might not. So, if you're looking for contents on marital advice and the rest, you can actually check on YouTube. There are channels that specializes on those. Because I've had people say, "Oh, you talk too much about the government. You talk about Tinubu, and all that." And this is what I'm actually going to be doing, because I criticize and I give my own two cents, and I believe you should give your own. And as far as you are a youth in Nigeria, unless you are living abroad, even abroad, you get people waiting here. You need to be conversant with what is actually going on. Now, yesterday, I'm diving into the basics. Kenneth Okonkwo actually granted an interview and called all those that are in support of the government after 2 years of failure fools. And I totally agree with him, because there are events that are playing. I'm going to be showing you some videos, and I'm going to be showing you an expose so that you get to know that this is a serious issue. People are now actually, scratching rice and sand mixed together just to be able to eat. And why that is happening, the government is budgeting 266 million for one street light, 160 something, or is it 20 something or 30 something million for just one borehole. I'm going to be showing you evidence to that so that you will see, you understand that these guys are there to actually ruin everything and mess up the people. But before we do that, let me quickly dive you into the video of Soludo that is making rounds on the social media space, where Soludo invited a native doctor or a soothsayer or a stargazer or whatever there is to actually come and tell him if he's going to win, what will happen in the election that is actually going to happen in Anambra State. Because since the time the APC flag bearer came out to say, oh, he met with Tinubu, and Tinubu actually told him to bring Anambra to the center and all that. And then Tinubu actually went to Anambra State, and Soludo was singing his praises and blah blah blah. A lot of events happened, and he was telling Tinubu how to support him. And then this guy coming out to come and say that Tinubu actually said I should win and bring Anambra to the center, means that Tinubu is already clearly eyeing this guy. The guy now go bring native doctor. I'll show you the video. When I come back, we'll continue. Now, before I show you the video, let me read this quickly. It said Governor Soludo invited a traditional soothsayer to the government house to predict if he would win re-election later this year. I wonder what he expected the native doctor to say. Then laugh emoji. Now, let's get to the video proper. Now you've seen it, right? Kai, ambition for Nigeria, ambition, this politics. I say this, politics is the easiest way to actually make wealth without any enterprise, and that is why you see them crazy about it. It's because of the amount of money that is available for them to steal, to snatch, to grab, and then without anybody paying attention to them. Is because of the power that is accrued, that is around it. So once they carry out this despicable act of magneting taxpayers' money and putting in their pocket, nobody holds them accountable. And that is why you see a lot of them don't want to get out of that space. You keep asking, oh, why are they amassing so much wealth? Why are they doing this? They have money. Why are they still dragging? Look, wealth is, look, the satisfaction not the deal for person where they greedy, we want snatch grab. They know they satisfied. They would rather stack this money and allow it to spoil than to actually help the people. We've seen scenarios that have played out like that. on different occasions. So for Soludo to come out and be looking for an incremental or a stargazer or what do they call it now, a native doctor to actually come and guess whether he's going to win in 2027 or whatever there is that was happening there, because it's alleged that that was what he was doing, is shocking. Politics is very simple. If you actually come out with the intention of actually changing the life of the people will vouch for you. You don't need to struggle. Yes, there are inner powers and there are structures, what they call structures, the criminalities that are going around, because me, I believe those structures are criminal. The criminalities that are going around and all that, called structures that you need. But look at Peter Obi, without a structure, look at how far he went. In fact, he won the election, hands down. They stole his mandate. That is to tell you that by the time you serve the interest of the people, and we have institutions that are willing to actually give us a free and fair election, I can tell you that there is no stopping anybody that is actually genuine and have the intention and have integrity and character. The reason why most of them have to steal, grab, snatch, kill is because they don't have anything to write home about. So that is the only means they can actually remain there. Go and kill, go and grab, go and snatch, go and destroy, go and bribe, do everything despicable. Because they don't have anything to actually use to win the heart of the people. And that is why they result into this. But let me not pay so much attention into this. Let me take you to the series of, videos and tweets I actually want to show you, and when I come back we'll wrap this up. Now this is from Trending Explained. Let us read. Just in, Nigerian government budgets 266.25 million for one street light to purchase 1,477 street lights. Padded in the budget. Now you can actually see what we are talking about, right? This is the height of theft and criminality. I don't think there is any government that politicians steal like this one. Now let me show you what Nigerians are facing. Some of the people in the north, and then I'll carry you to Kenneth Okonkwo video, and then we'll wrap this up. Please, let's watch.
Hey, my brother, the level of poverty in Africa, particularly Nigeria, is becoming is ringing a bell. It's becoming alarming. Can somebody tell me what these people are doing around this excavator? What are they looking for around this excavator? Just because this excavator you see here passed through one rice farm. Just because the excavator scaled through a rice farm, and the rice in that farm just mixed with sand and gets stuck around the body of this excavator. Piam! They invaded this excavator like where flies see shit. People are hungry. People are hungry. People are hungry. You that have, you don't know what people are going through. People, see, we need to share this video. Share this video. Let it get to the authorities that are supposed to know that there is hunger in the land. If we don't take care of it, if we don't tackle this issue now, it will turn to become an issue that will be very difficult for us to tackle, to handle. People are hungry. The level of hunger in Nigeria is ringing a bell. People are just see the way they are gathering this excavator as if they are mining gold.
There's no way anybody will be praising this government without appearing like a fool. When they came in, Tinubu in inauguration ground said fuel subsidy is gone. And then, when he was saying that, there was no cabinet in place. Fuel price rose from 195 naira to 617 naira in one swoop. And then they floated in naira. And naira depreciated, going to almost 2,000 naira to a dollar, from about 460 naira. And the only defense they have is be patient. Nigerians became hungry. His own people started shouting, Ebin power. And their response, be patient. Be patient first 100 days. Be patient 6 months. Be patient 1 year. Be patient 2 years. Half of the journey. And they are still asking people to be patient. Are you praising this government? You are doing it on the blood and the graves of people in Benue State that are being massacred every day. As I talk to you, people are dying in Benue State, not because they committed any crime, but because Tinubu is their president that could not defend them. Benue State is an APC state, governed by a reverend father. So spiritually, you say a reverend father is in charge. Politically, you say they are a member of Tinubu's party. And yet they are dying every day from terrorists, from killer headsmen, and no end in sight and no solution. And some people are praising this government. They are doing it on the graves and blood of the innocent Nigerians that are massacred everywhere and every day. You talk about Plateau, you talk about the Northwest, talk about the Southeast, kidnappers are discovered with graves, with people burying people alive. And Tinubu's purported security reports, they don't take such reports, security reports to him for prevention.
Now you've seen it right. Clearly, Kenneth Okonkwo is speaking the absolute truth. Look at how people are trying to look at the survivor. Look at what's going on with people. You can see it for yourself. And while this is going on, what are they doing? Looking for her to pad the budget. Looking for her to steal tremendously. Looking for how to run the country dry. They say the budget 2025 budget is padded to the tune of 7 trillion. And then we sit down here and then we are celebrating mediocrity. They reel out rubbish and say, oh, this is what we have been able to achieve so far. While the people are dying. Now, whenever I talk about this whole mess in this administration, a lot of people think I'm concentrating on Tinubu. Yes, as much as I'm concentrating on Tinubu and his team, I am also talking about speaking to the conscience of the governors. A good number of them, especially the northern governors, have been absolutely wicked to their people. It's quite unfortunate that northerners are not paying attention because they are driven by religion. The imam that has gone to the back and collect 10 million will come and tell you that it is better a rubbish and a terrible Muslim than a Christian to sit down in that position. Thank God some of them are being, some of them are now wise. A good number of them are actually coming out to see that, okay, this antics does not work. Because how many people have sat down in position of power when it comes to the northern leaders? Presidency, vice president, they are always in the corridor. And what have they done for their people? Look at that video of people scratching from a tractor, I think so, that actually entered a rice farm. That rice is mixed with sand. They will remove it like that and put inside their bag. Just for survival. And then, when it comes to the budget, you see how criminality is going on there. 266 million for one street light. One street light, 266 million. And they have 1,400 and something to put up. One street light not supposed to cost past 2 million. Now in this people they talk 266 million. Imagine how much the person is willing to steal if he put 1,400 and something street lights. This one are one out of the almost they padded everywhere, padded. Criminality, the theft that is going on in this government, we don't have it anywhere. Buhari's own was child's play. Especially in that house, that National Assembly, the criminality that is going on there, the theft that governors are actually, because the allocation have increased, Tinubu is actually dashing them money to put in their pockets, and these guys are running the country dry, borrowing and stealing, borrowing and spending wastefully. And then tomorrow you see somebody come and be telling us, oh, how that they have done great. Give them more time. 2 years down the line, you have not shown any sign and you are looking for more time. Is that not the highest level of psychophancy? And they think Nigerians are not smart. Oh, we already know that Tinubu is a bad president, so please speak about another thing. I'm not speaking about nothing. I am going to concentrate on showing the failures of this government. I'm going to concentrate on showing how terrible some of these governors are. Anything that has to do with politics that is not going well, now they are there. So that when we are calling them out, at least When they see, nobody is criticizing the government to actually make the government, to paint the government or whatever it is that some people imagine. You criticize the government so that they can learn. But clearly, it's not a government that learns. It's not a government that is even open to accept criticism and actually work on it. The moment you start criticizing them, they look at you as an enemy that want to destroy their government, which is absolutely wrong. And this is because they have failed over time. Because if you are there to actually do right by the people, the first thing you open up to is criticism. When people criticize you, go back, sit down and check it and say, okay, let us do the needful. Let me drop this here, guys. Please drop your comments in the comment section. Really love to hear from you. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Turn on the notification bell so that whenever I drop a video, you'll be the first to be notified. Thank you for watching this video. Have a blessed remaining part of your day. I'll see you next time.